What a race weekend we had. Heartiest congratulations to Oscar Piastri for his first ever Formula One race win. It was an exciting and zealous weekend with Lando's pole to Piastri's race win. McLaren has fully dominated this Hungarian GP, and they have shown that they are definitely in the race for the 2024 F1 Championship, both drivers and constructors. The heat is definitely on and it's boiling in Red Bull garage. Let's dive into the what-ifs of this weekend and briefly discuss the standing of Hungarian Grand Prix. Let us begin with our winning team McLaren. They finished amazingly with P1 and P2, although it was kind of an awkward situation there in the end with Lando and Piastri swapping the places, and Joseph, Lando's race engineer, had to convince Lando multiple times through the team radio to be a team player and to understand the team's dynamics after the undercut with last pit stop to cover Hamilton from any future overtakes, has led Lando to lead the race at the latter half. All in all, it was an outstanding drive by Piastri from very start. He took the opportunity where is shown after the start, and his reaction time to Norris was super fast. Norris as usual was not able to convert his pole to win, and this has been an ongoing scenario with Lando Norris. We have seen this multiple times now and again today due to his late reaction time at the start of the race and losing his place to Piastri. Let's be honest, we can see where McLaren is leading, and that definitely is for championship. They are giving tough and commendable competition to Red Bull, with both papaya drivers performing their best with cool and collected mindsets. Andrea Stella is sure they will achieve what they aim for. This is what I was expecting from them in last few races, especially at Silverstone, because we all know they have the fastest car on the grid with great drivers. They should dominate each and every race. Now coming down to Mercedes, their strategy and Lewis's awesome defending skills managed them the podium for 5th consecutive time. As we can see, this team has been doing pretty well with their latest set of upgrades, and the car is performing on an upward trend. George started P17 and finished P8, ending in the points. That was a strong race from both the drivers. George didn't have much pace, but still made with whatever he had. Obviously pit stop timings and tyre selection strategy did play a role too. Lewis is known for his defending skills, and it did show in this race against Max at both the points. Coming to Red Bull, Max's frustration and team's strategic errors were seen from miles away. We all could listen to their ongoing team relay with angry words and childish behavior. Max lost his cool near the end while chasing Lewis and ended up being airborne and into the gravels after the contact with Lewis. Investigation on Max for causing the collision did not result into further action. Perez had a good race, starting P16 and ending P7 ahead for George Russell. It was a good finish from his end after being out in the Q1 in the qualifying session, and after so long time, we could see Sergio earning points for the team. We could sense that Red Bull is under pressure and they have started to do mistakes at the Red Bull ring also. We saw error at the pit stop. The upgrades brought by Red Bull are not working, and now we can see huge gap between them and McLaren, keeping in mind that MCL38 was running without any upgrades at Hungary GP. Honestly, I didn't like Max's behavior over the radio. It was clearly showing his frustration and on the same hand his desperation to be on the podium. Well, it's Formula One. Some days are tough and may not go according to you, and he should know this was the same team which was behind him when he won his last World Championships. Sergio Perez had a decent race compared to Max. Perez started race at P16 and ended the race at P7, and Max started race at P3 and ended at P5. Has the downfall of Red Bull started? Let me know in the comment section below. Prancing horses were seen prancing with their good race finishes. Both Ferrari drivers did their best with what they had, finishing P4 and P6. Both the drivers and their team principal Fred Vasseur were seen happy with this finish. It was better than expected for them. Their undercut strategies paid out well against Red Bull, however. What I think that on the second stint they have taken pit early. Charles should have run 5 to 10 laps more, and then he could have challenged Max and Lewis in the end. Max Verstappen's incident with Lewis helped him to get to the P4, and on the other hand I was surprised to see that Carlos was not able to overtake Max when he collided with Lewis. This means that Limping Bull is faster than Prancing Horse. They still need to work harder on their car and upgrades if they still want to fight for the constructors. A well-presented opportunity for Charles when Max went into the gravels after the collision with Lewis, resulting in P4 for him. Aston Martin, they ruined their race with bad choice of tyre selection to start their race. A medium or hard tyres would have given them a better fighting chance in keeping their position. The earlier pit stops in the race took the choice from them, giving away their positions to other teams, and the stag continued, resulting in P10 and P11. RB's Tsunoda had a blasted race after his crash in Q3 on Saturday. He gave a tough fight to both Mercedes of George Russell and to the Red Bull of Sergio Perez. He ended the race in P9 after the undercut from both Mercedes and Red Bull. Alpine's Gasly had to retire his car due to some technical issues. He started from the pit lane because of some new components of power unit in his car, but couldn't end the race, unfortunately, just like Silverstone. I don't know what happened to them. They started scoring points and now DNF. Ocon tried his best to finish in points but ended it in top 10. Same goes for Williams and Haas. Kick Sauber is still standing in their wish list for earning their first ever race points this season. The upgrades did not work in their favor in gaining points. Let me know your views on the Hungarian GP, and what do you think? How will the battle between Red Bull and McLaren unfold at Belgium GP? Well, for now it's clear that McLaren are the dominant force right now. See you all in my next video. Until then, like, share, subscribe, take care, bye.